What's up, guys? Welcome back to JodabeniTV. It's another amazing day to get after it, and we're going to be better today than we were yesterday. And for today's video, we're going to be looking at how much does it cost to actually start an MLS team.
Oh, babe, you might just make me go crazy. Thinking about you like all day. I'ma need you like always. How'd I get messed up like this? How'd I get stressed out like this? Baby, come back, that's my wish. I could put ice on your wrist.
So the MLS initially started in 1993 with a total of 10 teams. As of right then, nobody really knew how much it costed to add an additional team, and this wasn't until 1996 when Chicago Fire's original team and Miami Fusion decided to be the first two expansion teams, and they each had to pay $20 million to be admitted to the MLS. But maybe if you got pockets like that, you might not think it's a big deal, but that was just the fee to add your team to the MLS. But besides that, there were still some criteria that each specific team had to meet before they were admitted to the league itself. Until today, the MLS still uses these criterias, you know, in case they want to award a team with this opportunity to be part of the MLS. So the first thing the MLS organization actually looks at is, are the owners capable of actually coughing up this money? Because, you know, I can write my own and send it to the MLS, and they're probably gonna be like, oh, this is a good idea. And then they look at my pockets and they're like, wow, maybe he's just maybe like 40 million off. But that's okay, you know? But they use this so that whenever somebody gets admitted to the MLS, they're able to pay all their associates, they can play all the players, they can handle all the financial needs without having the organization having to take out their own money to save a certain team. The second criteria a team needs to have before they can be admitted to the MLS is they have to have a stadium, a soccer stadium preferably, but if they don't, they need to have a pre-approved stadium that the city has already approved for them to build and construct. And these stadiums can be highly expensive. And with this stadium, the actual team has to have control over all the parking and concessions. So that way the team is still making income that will help the stadium and the MLS itself. So it can't be a third party who's letting the team use the field, but the actual team has to have full control over everything and everywhere where the money's coming in. The third criteria that the team has to meet is they have to, you know, the city that they're in, it has to be highly populated. So the population has to be high enough where that if they get added to the MLS, there's gonna be enough people coming to view the games. That's why you have, you know, teams in big cities such as Houston Dynamo, right in the center of Houston downtown. You have Chicago Fire. Chicago's a massive city. And New York Red Bulls. New York is fully packed with a lot of people. So they're guaranteed that people are gonna come to these games. Even if New York didn't have a large population of people that like soccer, the population is so intense that even that small population would be enough to sustain the stadium itself. And last but not least, they have to have a local fan base that's already there, ready to support the team whenever it goes on into becoming an MLS. So they have to have enough people that want to have a team that are rooting for it, and with enough people, they know that once the games start, they're already gonna have viewership, and the MLS is going to make money off of this deal. So as you can tell, in 1996, the first expansion teams paid $20 million to be able to join the MLS. What about today in 2021? I don't know if you're gonna be watching this next year, you're probably gonna increase with inflation. But as of today, how much does it cost to actually get an MLS team started? It's actually, you know, it's not too bad, you know, for Bill Gates, but for everybody else, might be a different story. So recently, FC Cincinnati and Nashville both ended up paying $150 million to be admitted to the MLS. And that was just the fee to enter the organization. And if you take a look at Nashville themselves, they have to bring a stadium. And you wanna know the cost of this stadium. The cost for the stadium that they're bringing up, it costs approximately $275 million. And it's a stadium and a redevelopmental program that I didn't really get too much into details on that, but it's gonna cost them over $200 million separately just for the stadium alone, and then they have to pay the $150 million fee on top of that. So if you're trying to start an MLS team today, you better have good investors or your pockets better be extra fat. But after those teams were already added, the MLS has now openly told everybody that if there's any new team that want to join, the 28 and the 29th teams, they have to be willing to pay $200 million to be admitted. And then if you want to be the 30th team, you have to pay $325 million. I don't know if they do this as incentives for those who come first to get a cheaper price. I'm not too sure how it works, but as you can tell, as time goes on, it's getting more and more expensive to create an MLS team. So I don't know at which point are they gonna stop, say, okay, this is the price limit, or are they just gonna start moving teams down to the MLS League 2 where that they're gonna be creating? So I don't know. And you know, now that you've made it this far, for anybody who wants to invest with me to start our own MLS team, if you have like 99% of it covered, I'll put down $1,000, you know, right now, and we can get our own MLS team started, so I can have my own MLS team to play on. So on that note, if this video blessed you, if you enjoyed it, be sure to share it with somebody who doesn't know how much the MLS costs to start up their own team, or if you know somebody who has the pockets that they want to start up their own team, let them know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. JodabeniTV is out.
Oh, babe, you might just make me go crazy. Thinking about you like all day. I'ma need you like always.